Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon where I'll talk about the movies, obviously their merchandise and theme parks. I don't know, whatever the case may be. If it's related to Disney in one way or another, then yes, of course, there's gonna be a good chance I'll be talking about it. So there's gonna be more specifically some movie news I kind of covered before to some extent. I'm talking about again. So, okay, Frozen 3. Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, of course, Seven, Olaf going on an adventure. Okay, that seems incredibly vague. So, those sound like fake teaser trailers. That's obviously just, fan made, quite clearly. Looks not even a movie that's been completed. Not even that's out yet. So, how can you have this going on? I mean, you could understand if it's a concept trailer and there's some theories about some things, and there's people thinking that okay, maybe the title is this, maybe the title is that, but nothing like super concrete as of yet, I guess. But then apparently one of the co-directors of this franchise said she was blown away. What does that even mean exactly? I don't know. What does that even? I don't get what that means really because what it's out. Did you already made the movie? Is that what it is? So, I mean, yes, it was an announcement back in February that Frozen 3 can actually happen, and she was blown away with what she has seen so far. Again, what does that even mean? This was stated, it was revealed during some London Film Festival one week. So, I mean, was still something done? Well, what was done? How can you produce something this fast? Like super quick? Allegedly, according to what the people at Pixar had said, it would take them about 4 years for them to finish an animated movie. Which honestly, I kind of find that doubtful. This won't take that long, really. And yes, I mentioned this before. I found that highly questionable. Really, does it really take them 4 years? In some ways, I kind of feel like they're just blowing smoke. Really, because the math here doesn't really add up at all. Sometimes they might release maybe a couple movies in the same year of release, or they may release a movie year to year, like yearly and whatnot, or just like back to back and whatnot. So something about this doesn't quite add up, really. But anyway, besides that, Jennifer Lee stated that every morning, one week, they'll carve out space for her to work within the creative team on said movie, and she was blown away by what she had seen, and she's very excited. But again, what did you see exactly? I don't know. So this was said in some magazine or whatever. At least from what I heard anyway, that she doesn't know what she's doing on it yet, and that she's not doing nothing yet except doing what she does now, which is that they work together on every project as a team. That she is there with creativity, I guess. She explained to the publication where they mentioned with Frozen just a bit more. Just a bit more what? Like more time? Is that what you mean? Anyway, she managed the screenplay on both films, Frozen 1 and 2 so far. I wasn't open about her philosophy when it came to the movies. And the thing is that for the last time I made a okay, one of the last times I mentioned this, that she may not even be part of the project. So there's some contradictory information here is what I'm getting at. But anyway, she says that if there is more story to tell, the filmmakers have to drive it, of course. I mean, obviously, which she revealed in a conversation with the National Film and Television Schools and whatnot. So, and she said that she'll say with Frozen that who was the director of story of Frozen 2 came with an incredible idea for more Frozen, and it's worth it. I mean, this was around the same time when they announced Toy Story 3, which is not another questionable Disney on their part, because the thing is that the last several films that they made were box office bombs, like Strange World and Elemental didn't do that well. and the Little Mermaid remake got a mixed response. So yeah, quite a few of the features did not do it all that hot. Even with Indiana Jones, the recent one, the supposedly last Indiana Jones that they made. Yeah, the last Indiana Jones film got a mixed response. And then I know they made at least what five Star Wars movies, all of which also received a very mixed response, with the exception of Rogue One. And their TV shows of Star Wars also received mixed responses as well. And then, not only that, the last several MCU Marvel movies have been receiving mixed responses next to bad. Along with the TV shows of Marvel have been also receiving mixed to bad responses. So, Frozen 3 and Toy Story 5 kind of comes off like a last ditch attempt to save their brand. I'm hoping, really hoping I'm getting that wrong. I'm really hoping I'm getting that wrong. But it just comes off like this is last stitch attempt to save themselves, so to speak, save the brand. Because they know Toy Story and the Frozen franchises are extremely popular. So I know, and then on top of that, Pinocchio, the film Pinocchio, the remake, I mean, received bad reviews. And the Peter Pan remake received mixed reviews as well. So yeah, like I was saying, the last several films have not, some of their TV shows have not been doing all that well, really, for the past few years. So when they say that they have a story to tell, I kind of they have a good story to tell. I call some was bullshit on that, but I'm gonna cross my fingers. I'm still having some faint hope here. Okay, small, teeny tiny, itsy bitsy bit of hope here. Like I said before, I don't think there is a need for Frozen 3 nor Toy Story 5. I really enjoyed both franchises, but at the same time, I feel like it should be left alone. Like, what's kind of the point, really? I don't get it. Yes, of course, there's a number of other different articles. I'm not going to bring up every single one of these because I don't want this to drag out for too long. But with these so-called exciting updates and whatnot, but the thing is that yeah, they don't really give much information on the on part three. It's just that it just seems like this is clickbaity in some extent because they're awfully vague of what they talk about. Like, what's the story? I have no idea. It just seems awfully vague stuff they want to bring about. This kind of thing. They keep mentioning that oh Disney had done this movie like Wreck-It Ralph 1 and 2 and movies like that. These times would be mentioned in these autocars, and of course, the fact that the first two movies made a lot of money. They made a lot of money. They made a lot of money. They made a lot of money. I know the first two movies made a lot of money, and now it keeps being brought up quite a few times. So if anything, that kind of just goes into what I was saying before. They're just trying to make these movies just to save their own ass, and that's it. I mean, again, I'm hoping I'm in the wrong in this. I hope that the film Toy Story 5 and Frozen 3 turned out to be good. I'm really hoping so, obviously, but yeah, my expectations aren't really all that high. Not really. Especially when it comes to third parts. There's again, I've said this quite a few times before, but the third part curse. Yeah, the third part curse seems to attack a lot of franchises and whatnot. And that's the thing, though. When it comes to making franchises, Disney isn't always great with it, really. And I mean, there are some exceptions, of course, to this. There are some exceptions to this, obviously, but I'm just saying, generally speaking, not really. But I don't know. I just my hope here isn't too high, really. Not at all. But anyway, this goes into question: what if keep bringing it up on repeat here? Like, what's the point, really? What's the whole point of making a third part? What can you possibly do to make a third one? And the second movie, even though the second movie Frozen 2 didn't make a lot of money. However, critically, it didn't do that great, critically speaking, because it got a very mixed response from people. So, yeah, some people liked it, some people didn't. Some people liked it more than the first one. Some people say the first one was better. So the second movie did receive an extremely mixed response, even though it did perform better in the box office. Yes, but critically speaking, not really, like at all, because it didn't do better critically speaking, but it did better financially speaking. But yeah, that's the thing, folks. So it just comes to question: why would you even do a third one even more? Aside from trying to save your own skin here, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm hoping I'm in the wrong here. I'm hoping it could be actually good, but I have my serious doubts. I really do. Again, even for the same thing, that's why I include Toy Story 5 briefly in this video because I'm basically just be repeating myself, and then repeating myself. What's like the point really to make a fifth Toy Story movie? I mean, I guess you could have another kid take care of the toys or something, because as long as kids play with those toys, they would never die. So I could kind of see that working. I could kind of see Toy Story working to some extent because they're gonna live on forever and ever as long as kids play with them. So that could kind of work. But Frozen 3, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching and take care. Next time, see ya. Oh yeah.